You are not turning your back on your future. You are placing it gently, trustingly, into the hands of the infinite intelligence that already knows the way. It is the difference between rowing upstream with all your might, exhausted and disheartened, versus laying down the oar and allowing the current to take you where you were meant to go. This higher power within you does not require your struggle to bring forth what you desire. It requires your permission. It requires your trust. The mind, trained by the world, believes it must force everything into being. It believes it must manipulate, control, calculate, and constantly do to achieve anything worthwhile. But the soul knows. The soul understands that all things are already finished, that every possibility already exists, that the path to your highest joy is not something you build with effort, but something you uncover through faith. To surrender is to recognize that your personal will is limited, but divine will is boundless. And when you align with that divine will, not by pleading, but by assuming, it works on your behalf. You stop fighting life and start flowing with it. You stop doubting the outcome and start dwelling in the end result. The very act of letting go allows the unseen forces of life to begin their silent orchestration. Imagine for a moment holding tightly onto something in your hand. Your grip is clenched. Your knuckles are white. Your whole body is tense. That is how many live, with clenched hearts and anxious thoughts, afraid that if they loosen their grip even for a moment, everything will fall apart. But here is the truth. Life flows when you open your hand. When you stop trying to make it happen and instead trust that it is happening right now in the invisible, because you dare to believe. When you surrender, you shift from fear to faith, from lack to fulfillment, from striving to resting. Not because you have no power, but because you finally recognize where your true power comes from. It was never from control. It was always from connection. When you are connected to the source of all life, there is nothing to fear. What is for you cannot miss you. What is yours spiritually must reveal itself physically once you surrender the need to chase it. Surrender is a sacred invitation. It says to the universe, I trust you. I know you have heard me. I know my desire was planted not to torment me, but to be fulfilled through me. I do not need to worry. I do not need to fix. I do not need to beg. I